Let's say, for instance, you are this your niece's favorite auntie, and she comes to you and asks you, "Auntie, what is vagina?" What would be your response to her? Will you be like, "Ah, close down your mouth. Why are you asking me? Oh, you're still young to know about the vagina." Let me tell you what to say when you find yourself in that situation. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria Obiaozu, and it's so nice to have you here. If this is your first time coming across my video, thank you so much for being here. And if you are returning, thank you so much for doing this with me. So today we'll talk on something that will benefit you as an auntie. Yes, if you are actually the one that was so excited, to start your auntie duties. Yeah, auntie duties activated. Yes, I'm a proud auntie. This is the time for you to sit back and listen to what I'm about to say. First of all, you should count yourself as being privileged for your niece to come to you to ask such a question. That's to tell you that you're really doing a good job when it comes to relating well with her. It takes a child that is so comfortable around you to ask such delicate questions. So when your niece comes to you and asks you, "Auntie, what is the vagina?" This is the time to have a very close-up conversation with her. Here are the things to tell your niece when she comes to you to ask you about the vagina. Number one on my list is you have to tell her about the structures here. Tell her that it's part of what makes a woman, or let's just say what makes her a girl, that it's not found in a boy, it's not found in a man, it's just what is so spectacular to every young girl or woman she sees out there. Yes, so this kind of conversation, it depends on the age of your niece. If she's still tender or if she's a teenager, there are different ways you can answer this question. So for a child that can be so inquisitive, yes, we have many of them now. Aside from telling her this is the structure, this is also what you need to tell her. You have to let her know that it's not just the vagina that is down there. We have the clitoris, we have the vagina, and we have the anus. It's good that you tell her the functions of three of them. Then when it gets to the vagina, you have to tell her that there are many functions of the vagina. Now, this is where you need wisdom. Okay, so you can tell her that this is where baby comes out from. You can also tell her that when she grows a bit older, that this is also the part where blood comes out from when she's menstruating. Also for the part of intercourse. Now, let's not send the message to her that you can freely access there. You can now teach her the boundaries that she needs to have on that particular area. This is where you have to tell her about the need to cover up, about the need to set boundaries, about the need to protect herself and not to let anyone see it, not to let anyone touch it, not to allow anyone put anything inside. Yes, tell her that it's a place that she needs to protect. It's not a place that she show to anyone because the person says he or she loves her. Yes, tell her that it's a place to protect. Tell her the need to keep that area clean. When we cultivate the habit of cleanliness to these children on time, it won't be a challenge for them when they grow up. So tell her, make sure to clean it very well. Tell her the right way to clean it, that it's from front to the back and not from the anus up. Telling her the reasons that you can get dirt from the anus then to the vagina. Tell her they need to wear a very clean and dry pants. Yeah, so these things actually help her to anticipate puberty and the life of a lady. Now, when it gets to you talking to your teenager, let's say you have a niece that will soon go into puberty, that's the time that you should have a very solid conversation with her. So what are those conversations all about? So you don't just talk about the vagina, because the truth is that when she goes to school, her friends will tell her things that are not supposed to be told about vagina, or she will eventually learn about it through biology class. So let's just say, for instance, you give her an upfront information, and yes, she's so much aware that she won't take any lies for an answer. So now, aside from the structures, telling her that it's not just the vagina alone that is there, we have the clitoris and then we have the anus. This is for your niece that is into puberty or about to enter puberty. But since the vagina is the main conversation here, tell her the functions of the vagina. This is actually the time to be plain as much as possible, using wisdom to send the right information to her. For the vagina, you can tell her that it has three functions. Number one is that's actually where menstrual blood flows from. Number two, it's where babies comes out from. And number three, that's where sexual intercourse happens. There may be other functions, but I don't know if there are other functions. Let's see, know. But these are the three main basic functions of the vagina. Now, let's get to the part of sexual intercourse. You can tell her that in the vagina we have a membrane that is filled with blood called the hymen. When there's first intercourse, it sheds blood, meaning that the hymen has been broken. Although for some persons, when their hymen break, it doesn't shed blood because some of them are already athletic. So for the athletic ones, most of them, when it's broken, it doesn't shed blood. When this is going on, it's very much important to tell her about the importance of setting boundaries when you get to that part. Tell her that it's not a collateral for love, that someone telling her that he loves her is not the right reason to open it up to the person. Tell her that that's actually a part of her that she should protect with all dignity. You can also tell her that there are many things that she will hear about people using their fingers to insert inside there, not to finger that place for sexual pleasures, to use objects. Tell her that it's not meant to be so. At this point, you should also let her know the need for her being pure, the need for her to stay consecrated. If she's a Christian, obviously, there's need for her to stay pure. Yeah, there's need for her to cover herself, to protect herself, and not to expose that part to anyone. There's need to set boundaries over that place. Don't just tell her about keeping her virginity for a man, please. Eh? The first reason for anyone keeping her virginity is not for a man. Let's get rid of that ideology that our parents came with. You are keeping your virginity for various reasons. First, for yourself, and also to God. Like, it's an honor to your body and also to God. And it's a way of keeping yourself dignity, yourself image, and also safe from every disease or any infection out there. Before we can even talk about it being a gift to your husband. Right? It can actually be, but let it not be your first reason to tell her to keep her virginity. Okay? Hope that is sorted out. So now let's go to the part of you telling her about menstruation. There is need to tell her that as she matures, or such as she's about to enter puberty, there are some changes that she will get to see, more like pubic hairs growing around the pelvic region, more like her having more matured breasts that can be tender when it's time for menstruation. Yes, and the things to expect, the hormonal changes, the pain. Tell her about what we call vagina discharge. Tell her the color that it's meant to be when it's unhealthy. And if you're well informed about it, you can also tell her about the consistency. Okay, it's lighter, it's thicker, like what she should expect when it's close to ovulation, and in the follicle stage. Just let her know about all these things. Also, let her know the symptoms of infections, like when it's very itchy, when she feels uncomfortable. Tell her the need to avoid dirty toilets. Tell her that one can get urinary tract infection when she uses a very dirty toilet. Yes, all these things will actually help her to anticipate well, and she will know how well to prepare. Tell her also how to use the sanitary pads, when to change, and how to keep herself fresh even during menstruation. See, these things are very much important. Don't just talk about the vagina alone and dash other things to the thin air. Talk about everything that relates down there, because you don't know when next you'll have that conversation. Tell her the need to keep it clean and dry. They need to wear a dry and a clean underwear is very much important. The cleanliness of that place is very much important. Tell her also the way to clean up. It's from up to down, not from down to up. That is from anus to the vagina. It's not a good way to clean. It's from up, that's from vagina down to the anus. That's the right way to clean herself up. Tell her about the hormonal changes that can come. So you have to tell her that it's okay if she starts feeling, the urge to be touched, the need to be funky. Let me use that thing. Tell her that it's okay, that it's just our hormones like acting up. What is not okay is for just for her to give her body to anyone when that time comes. Let her understand that it's okay, that there are times that she will feel to be touched. There are sometimes that she will just feel her emotions everywhere. That is just in hormones that are acting up, that she should be able to control her sexual urge and emotions when her hormones are up. That is around ovulation. So there is auntie in town, their favorite auntie. I hope I was able to give you something tangible to share with your niece anytime she comes asking about the vagina. So if you've watched to now, I would like to know what you think about the conversation we just had in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And yes, don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to my channel. So I see you some other time. Thanks for watching. Bye.